So today I have a story time video for you guys. This story actually happened to me about a couple days ago, so it's very, very recent. Yeah, this is my dumbass mistake. I get myself into these situations. Think about it this way. My YouTube channel and story times, mostly involving men, is cautionary tales. Let me make mistakes, let me mess up, and let me save you the trouble. So, yeah, because I'm a very smart woman, but when it comes to men, I'm very dumb. So, yeah, I got myself into this situation, but at the same time, I got myself out of it, and I stood my ground, so it was kind of like a lesson to be learned, and also a cautionary tale of what not to do. So, this is a story of the time that I encountered probably the worst fuckboy that I've ever met in my life. Yeah, he was a class A douchebag. Yeah, for sure. So, of course, you know, I met him on a dating site. Where else do you meet men anymore? And you don't do it at bars. Yeah, the only men I've met at bars are, like, kids, like, kids. The only men that I've met at bars have kids and are, like, in their 30s. So, like, I really just don't, like, they're nice people, but, like, I wouldn't, like, date them. Because I'm only 21, I'm still in school, and I don't want to date someone with a kid. That's just not where I'm at in life. So, I usually meet guys off dating sites. This guy, I met him, I want to say a couple months ago. I did give him my number, which I should do like a screening process, like maybe over Snapchat, you know, something where like you talk to them for a little bit, make sure they're not a fuckboy, make sure they're not like a serial killer, and then you give them their number. But of course, dumbass me, I gave him my number. So he had my number, and we were talking for a little bit, and I was like, you know what, like, let's talk on the phone, because I was bored that night. I was by myself in my apartment, so I was like, let's talk on the phone. Talked, had a good conversation, really liked him. He seemed like normal, nice, you know, he had his own place, he had his own car, you know, he had 2 jobs, which is hard to come by on these dating sites. Usually, like, they don't have cars, they don't have jobs, and they're on unemployment, so, and they're like 22, so, yeah, but usually there's a lot of losers on these dating sites. So I was like, okay, well, you know, he's not going to school or anything, but like, he sounds like a hard worker, and, you know, he has his own place and his own vehicle, so that's always like, you know, brownie points. Just because I really want someone who is in the same kind of place as I am in my life. And oh my goodness, can you just see this knot that I just made in my hair? Like, are you serious? So, again, we have a good conversation on the phone, so I was like, okay, like, he seems normal. So, a couple days go by, and I, like, decided, I was like, honestly, like, we started talking more, and he just seemed really, like, into, you know, going out and, like, kind of just, like, doing things that I'm not really into. So at first I was just like, listen, I really don't think I'm your type. I don't want to waste your time. Like, you know, I just think we wouldn't, like, click, you know, well, even though we had a good long phone conversation. Oh my goodness, I swear to God I'm sober, I swear. But yeah, we didn't have a good phone conversation. Or we did have a good one, but I told him, you know, it wasn't gonna work out, because just like little things he would say that I would just be like, oh, like, you know, I'm not really like that, like, I'm kind of the opposite. So I just, like, felt, you know, maybe we wouldn't click, so I just wanted to end it before we even met, and, you know, I didn't want to, like, get his hopes up or my hopes up, so whatever. Days go by, you know, I don't hear from him, and all of a sudden he, like, texts me, and he's like, you know, why would you say that without even meeting me? And he's right, I shouldn't have said that without meeting him, but now that I've met him, I can definitely say that for sure, that we will not get along. But yeah, I, you know, was like, you're right, like, I should give you a chance, because, you know, I wouldn't like that if someone did that to me without meeting me first. So I gave him a chance. And we decided that he would come over at night, which is first mistake number 1. First of all, can we take this out of context? and just take me out of the situation. And we're just gonna be talking about a random ass chick. She meets the guy online, never met him in person before, invites him pretty late at night to her own apartment. That's like how like serial killer movies start. Like, I swear, like that's how like that's like the beginning of a fucking like Criminal Minds episode. Yeah, so don't do that. First of all, always meet in a public place and never give out your address, because it's another thing that I regret, that he has my address. So I did invite him over. It was late at night. It was like around 10 o'clock, and that's late for me. And before I invited him over, like, he called me and he was like, listen, like, I just want to hang out with you. Like, I don't want to have sex. I don't want to do anything like that. Like, I literally just want to get to know you. And I was like, you know what? Like, I haven't really been out of the house in a little bit, and, you know, I'm kind of bored, so why not? Come over. Like, I have my own place finally, so why don't I utilize it? And I said, yeah, come over. I gave him my address, but I did make it clear. I made it clear on the phone. I made it clear over text messages. I told him, I was like, we're not having sex. I don't want to have sex with you. I don't want to have regular sex. I don't want to have oral sex. I don't want to have circus sex. I don't want to have any kind of sex with you. Okay, I'm sorry. That's not who I am. I don't have sex the first time I meet a guy. I'm not that. I'm not a booty call. Like, if you want to have sex with someone, like, go get a hooker. Like, don't come to my apartment. So, and he was clear. I was clear, and he was clear that we understood each other before he got here. And, you know, so I was thinking, okay, cool, like, we're gonna watch a movie, like, you know, I'll sleep on the couch, he'll sleep on the couch, or whatever, like, we'll figure out something. Well, he gets here, and the drive ended up being, like, an hour and 40 minutes, so a lot longer than I thought it was gonna be. He told me originally, like, an hour and 20 at the very most. Ended up being an hour and 40, which I felt really bad because, you know, he didn't get here till super late. And so he ended up getting here. He was nice. We, you know, watched TV, we talked, and he was super nice at first. And he, like, we would talk, and he would, like, do things, but, like, he was, like, kind of, like, not aggressive in the fact, like, he's gonna rape me, but, like, aggressive in the fact that, like, he wanted to make out, and he wanted to, like, do things more than I wanted to do. And the topic of sex came up, and he was kind of almost, like, this I've never encountered. I've never encountered someone who would just not take no as an answer. And he was definitely that guy, because I literally, there was multiple times in the night that I should have just asked him to leave, and I didn't, because I was kind of scared if I did ask him to leave, how he would react, like what would happen, you know what I mean? So I just didn't ask him to leave, which I should have, but at the same time, I feel like I also saved myself because I don't know how he would have reacted because I didn't know him that well. He would try, like, advances. I would be like, no, stop, you know, like, we're not having sex. And he would just be completely like, but it was a long drive. I'm horny. Like, you know, I want to take things further with you. And then I was like, first of all, this is the first time we've met. Second of all, you haven't even taken me out on a date. Like, and you expect me to have sex with you? I go out with guys all the time who are multiple dates who live farther than you and they don't even get sex. What makes you think that you're so fucking special? And it was just crazy because he did not take no for an answer. He literally, I've never had a guy almost literally beg me. He was begging. And then to top it all off, he's 25. He's 25. I thought by 25, guys would grow out of this. But they don't. So I was like, are you kidding me? And then he was starting to talk to me more, like, he was, like, opening up, and he was just saying all this kind of bullshit. He was like, you're the most gorgeous woman I've ever seen. Like, you are so beautiful. You know, I just want to, like, show you how attracted I am to you and all this stuff. And, like, trying to, like, be like, you know, if we have sex, it's okay. Like, I'm just like, no, it's not okay. That's not what I want to do. Like, I don't know how many times I can say no without you, like, getting the hint. And he would just try to, like, grope me, and, like, it was just very uncomfortable, and I, like, you know, didn't really like that situation. So, you know, I said, like, no, stop. Like, I would move, like, his hands, like, I would move away. And, like, it was just crazy because, like, I've never had a guy literally, like, beg. Like, he begged. And in the morning, again, it would start, he was like, you know, he would say that stuff. He would just be like, you know, I think it's really unfair that I drove all this way, and, you know, I'm horny, and, you know, there's some girls that wouldn't let a hard dick go to waste. And I was like, dude, there is 2 bathrooms in my apartment. One there, one there. You can go jack off if you need to. And I said that to him. I was like, listen, like, I'm sorry. Like, I am not doing that with you. Like, I just met you. I'm not that type of person. I don't do this with people who I just met. And if you really want to get to know me, you will respect my decision, and you will be okay with that. And if you don't, then alright. Like, we have nothing else to talk about. Like, I don't know why you're still here. And I told that to him. And he just, like, literally got angry. And he said, you know, like, I'm really offended that you won't have sex with me. And I was like, what? Can you repeat? Can you, like, say that one more time? You're offended that I won't use my body to pleasure you. That's not how this works, my friend. Like, I told you, this is not a booty call. I'm not gonna have sex with you. So if you want to have sex, do not come to my apartment. Like, I told him that. And in the morning, you know, he was actually so mad that he didn't even kiss me goodbye. He literally just stormed. And the whole day goes by and I don't hear from him. And I just told him, I texted him, like, I think like an hour after he left, and I said, it really hurt my feelings that, like, you did that. Like, I said, like, something along, or it really hurt my feelings that you were so persistent and that you left me without, like, kissing me goodbye or whatever. Because he kept saying, like, I want to get to know you. Saturday, I'm going to come over. I'm going to take you out on Sunday. We're going to do all this stuff. And, like, it was honestly just to get me to sleep with him. Like, I know this now because he is an asshole. Because the next night, I got a call from him, and he was drunk, but that doesn't excuse what he said to me or his behavior. He called me, and first of all, he was cussing at me, which I hate when, like, I'm fine with cussing. I cuss all the time. I say fuck, you know, shit. I say damn, like, whatever. But I don't cuss at you. There's a difference between cussing and then cussing at someone. So as he's drunk and cussing at me, he decides to tell me that he could have slept with this really hot coworker that he was at the bar with, but instead I popped into his head and he didn't go home with her. And then he proceeds to tell me that she's really, really hot. He missed his chance because she's a size 5. You gonna bring sizes into this, bitch? We're gonna have a problem. Because last night you were telling me I'm the most beautiful woman you've ever seen, but then the next night when you're fucking mad and drunk, you're telling me that this bitch is hotter than me because she's a size 5 and I'm not. First of all, I don't care about sizes. That's fine. You know, I'm sure she's beautiful. Size 5 or not. I am not a size 5. I am a plus size girl, and that's okay. I've had men who are very attracted to me, and I don't need someone to sit there and say, you know, I could have had this filet mignon, but, you know, I decided to wait and get you who are like fucking chicken McNuggets from McDonald's. Like, what? You're gonna tell me that, like, you know, you could have had better tonight, and that's gonna make me want to sleep with you? Are you... Can you see, like, where, like, he fucked up? Because, like, I don't know if it was because he was drinking or, like, what, but his logic made no sense. He literally was like, I'm mad at you because you didn't have sex with me. Like, I was like, okay, then don't talk to me. Like, I was like, I don't know what you want me to tell you. Do you want me to give you a cookie? Do you want a gold star? I'll give you a fucking medal. Like, what do you want? Like... And I told him, I was like, listen, if that's how you feel, then go sleep with the size 5 bitch. I don't give a shit. Like, go ahead. That would not hurt me if you did that. And he, like, got all mad again, and then he continued to, like, cuss me out or whatever. And so literally I hung up the phone and I have blocked him. I blocked him on everything. We don't have each other's Facebooks. We don't have each other's other social media accounts. I just blocked his number, and I was like, you know what, I'm off that dating site, so I won't have to deal with your ignorant ass anymore. But I will say, I do regret him coming over here because he knows my address. Do I think that he'll come here in the middle of the night and like hurt me? No. Am I scared of that irrationally? Yes. Because you don't really know people, and it's kind of crazy that, they always seem nice and normal at first, and then they're mad at you because you didn't have sex with them the first night that you met them. It's totally logic. It's logic. Like, seriously? Like, if that is what dating has come to in our generation, that if you don't have sex with a guy on the first night that you fucking meet his ass, then I will be single. I will be a dog lady for the rest of my life. I don't really like cats, so I'm gonna be a dog lady. But yeah, I'll be alone. I will be a spinster. I will become a nun. Jesus will be my husband. Because that's fucked up, man. Yeah. So, that's my story of the time that I encountered the ultimate fuckboy, and literally that's all he wanted to do was fuck. And I didn't, and I'm glad that I did it. Glad that I stood my ground. I'm glad that I didn't let anything happen. Literally nothing happened that night, which is good. And I am just so glad that I didn't let anything happen, because I feel like at a point in time in my life, I probably would have gave in and, like, not stood up for myself. And you should never let a man feel, like, make you feel pressure to do something with your body. It's your body. You decide what you do with it. And that's the lesson of the story. Like, don't ever let a man try to talk you into something that you don't want to do, because that's all he was trying to do. He was just trying to talk me into it, tell me, all these different stupid shit, and it's just, I saw right through it. I saw through his bullshit, and I think, and I even told him, I said, you're not used to hearing the word no, are you? And he said, no, he's not. He just straight up, he was like, no, I'm not used to that. Because he also told me while we were talking at my apartment before I invited him over, this is when I found out he was crazy. He was like, I'm pretty sure I'm a sex addict. I've had sex with over 100 people. Like, why would you tell me that? And what makes you think you telling me that is gonna make me want to sleep with you? That makes no sense. Like, keep that information to yourself next time, buddy. And maybe you'll get lucky, because that's crazy. And, yeah, I don't want anything to do with that dirty dick. So, I'm good. You can keep it. But, yeah, that's the moral of the story. Don't let strangers into your apartment or house who you don't know. Don't give out your address to people that you meet online. And meet them in a public place first. Also, don't let a guy make you feel bad for your size, because, trust me, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, and people are beautiful in their own way, and it's just really shitty that he had to bring up, like, sizes with me, and I haven't had a guy be that ignorant and that disrespectful to me in a long time, probably since, like high school, so it was very crazy. And also, he's a grown-ass man. He was 25, so he knew what he was doing. So, yeah, there's no excuse for that. And hopefully you guys like this story time video. I know it was kind of all over the place. But, yeah, let me know if you guys want any other story times. I love doing them because they're super fun and I love to talk. But, yeah, so that's pretty much it. Comment, rate, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. My Instagram name is PurelyGlamifiedXO. Shop my closet on Poshmark. It is just Purely Glamified. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. I need to, like, slay that. I am so tired. Ugh, Jesus. I'm so tired. But yeah, hopefully you guys are all doing well. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. I will talk to each and every one of your beautiful faces in my next video. And remember, you are beautiful on the inside and the out. And bye, everyone.